quick question for you. How many coaching programs, courses, PDFs, and checklists and handouts have you created to attract your ideal customer, your ideal client? Give me a number. Let me know in the comments. Here, you can see my eyes. The reason I ask is because so many of us coaches and healers, we are studying all of the marketing tactics, learning what we need to know to attract clients using social media. And so we create these things because the goal is to have people on our email address, get them off the social media platform so that we can connect more individually, more personally. And so we create all of these things to share with people. And how many of them do we actually share? For myself, I've started and stopped trying to create a coaching practice for more than 20 years now. And I have probably created 15 or 20 freebies, from mini books, things from mini guidebooks to checklists, to pros and cons sheets, to journal entries, to I remember one that I really loved. It was a little booklet that was things to write in a greeting card to let people know that you were thinking of them, that you cared about them. And I really liked that one. I thought it was really pretty, really cute, and never really used it. Didn't understand how to promote it. Didn't feel comfortable talking about it. And so it just sits there, buried in the digital file cabinet on my computer. And the reason I'm asking you this is because starting a YouTube channel I've had it for many years, and I've had many different YouTube channels over the years, but never really did anything with any of them. But at the beginning of 2025, I really decided that I want to do something with it. I want to be creative. I want to share some of the things I've learned in life. And I would love to share some of what I've learned that I had put into these free handouts. So I'm sharing this because if you are interested in using social media to promote your products, your services, I really think that starting a YouTube channel is something you should consider. And it doesn't matter if you're over 40 or 50 or 60 like me. Today is the best day to start. And those handouts, those mini guides, those programs and courses that you've created, those are a great foundation of content to explore and to consider finally bringing to life and bring it to light so that people can learn from it. And yes, your ultimate goal may be to attract clients, but with YouTube, they have their partner program where you can eventually get monetized. It depends on subscribers and watch time hours. Your YouTube channel has to have a little bit of life to it, so to speak. And if you're interested in learning more about what's involved in that, let me know in the comments, and I'll create that video for you. But for me, the key thing is I just really want to finally be sharing some of what I've learned. One of my signature programs, let me share two of them with you. My most recent signature program that I created while I was in a $10,000 coaching business program, and it was an 8-week high-ticket offer, and I called it Activate Your Individuality. And my coach, she didn't like the title of it, and I changed it to several other things. But in my heart, it was always Activate Your Individuality. And it consisted of 8 weeks. Every week we had a different topic. And some of them were quiet your mind. My mind is going blank. I'll put them up on the screen so you can see what those 8 weeks were, but they just flowed so smoothly, so easily into each other. And it wasn't something that within 8 weeks you could have this amazing transformation, but it was more a program designed to help you awaken within yourself, to plant the seeds that would awaken within you so that you can really step into who you are. This is why I love doing personality type work, archetypes, exploring, not to pin you in, not to put labels on yourself or other people, but to give you new insight into the reality that everyone really is different. We have our different personality types. We think about money differently. We think about relationships differently. We think about how we manage our time differently. And it's all about perspective and understanding that we can have a perspective that's different from most of the people around us. And that's okay. And that's actually where we live in our, as Gay Hendricks calls it, our zone of genius. Finding what really works for us, what rings true for us, what brings joy to us. So that 8-week program was one of my programs. And the content from that I will be making videos about on this channel. So stay tuned, subscribe, come back, because it's going to be fun. I'm really excited about having that bank of content already developed and now having an opportunity to share it. And then the other thing was something that I tried, and it lasted for about a year, but it never really took off the ground. It was a membership that I called Walk With Me. And this morning as I've been out walking is what made me think of it. Because this membership was kind of from like the old movies, not old movies, but movies current with my age when I was like 20 something. It was, you'd see in these movies where they're in a corporate setting or something, and the mentor would take the mentee, be walking down the hall, say, walk with me. And while the busy mentor, super successful mentor, Gordon Gekko in Wall Street, taking the Charlie Sheen character, walking him down the hallway, walk with me. I'll give you a bit of information, a bit of my wisdom while I'm going between here and there. And so that was kind of the foundation, the vision of Walk With Me. And so I started this program, talked about it in a Facebook group, and I attracted 8 people started with me. And then I think it was $10 a month. And I had activities, I had exercises for them to do while they were walking. Because my purpose, my intention was I didn't want people just sitting at a computer or scrolling on their phone. I wanted everything to be something they could do while they were out walking or driving a car if they're going to work or something. But ideally it would be while they were walking to get some exercise, to get some fresh air. In fact, one of my members, which I was in Maine at the time, one of my members lived in Southern California, and she lived in the desert. So now it's wonderful that I'm here walking in the desert, which is very different than New England. So my YouTube channel now, I feel like it's a continuation of my Walk With Me vision, because frequently when I'm out on my walks, I'm listening to YouTube videos. And so I'm hoping, I would love to hear from people who are listening to my videos while they're out walking, while they're exercising, or even if they're sitting outside enjoying some fresh air, enjoying a bit of quiet time. And then I have, so many other handouts that I've created, probably, I don't know, 15 or 20, or I may have said another number at the beginning, I don't know, because I really don't know how many I've created over the years, over the 2 decades. But now I finally feel like I have it within me, the power and the opportunity and the platform for these pieces of content to become something more than just an idea that I created, got down onto, virtual paper, and is out there for the world to see. So if you've created so many pieces of content, so many signature programs with the dream to start your own coaching or healing practice, and if you're still holding on, but you're struggling because the costs associated with it, they may be starting to wear you down. The time and the energy, you may be starting to wonder if it's worth it. Well, just about a year ago, I finally put my dream to be a coach to bed. Said, no, I just can't do it. I was facing, close to retirement age and had some choices to make financially. And so I decided to give that up. And here I am back in the game. It's not what I expected. It's not what I planned. But YouTube has given me an opportunity to share that information. And I have the opportunity to be a coach should someone reach out to me and say that's what they want. But the most important thing is I'm finally feeling like I'm doing my part to help transform the planet, to raise the vibration of the planet, to offer people the support, the encouragement that they need so that they can do their part to improve their lives. I'm going to pause before I go down this little hill because I'm liable to slip and fall. We have such a unique calling, you and I. And we have so much that we've already done to prepare ourselves for this moment, for this step. And I truly believe in my heart that starting a YouTube channel has been the best thing, because I'm not waking up in the middle of the night thinking, oh crap, why can't I make this work? I'm waking up in the middle of the night thinking, oh my gosh, I can't stop these ideas from coming. So many things I want to share. And now I'm thinking, there just isn't enough time in the day to create all of these videos. My list is long, and I will mix it in with the joy that I have just experiencing life. There's no pressure, there's no hurry. I'm doing my part, and you're doing your part as well. And it's when we know this deep sense of peace that we truly believe that we are. So if you're still feeling just a little bit of niggling doubt of, I'm not worthy enough to do this, or it'll work for someone else but not for me, today I hope this message inspires you. It encourages you to believe in yourself. Because if you have that dream, even if no one else around you is able to see it or believe that it's possible, you were given that vision and it's yours. Are you ready to claim it? If this message is striking a chord with you, check out this video here. I talked about the one thing that I shifted that made all the difference in the world for me.